Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the class. We are doing the chapter public facilities, and under this chapter, we have done what do we understand by public facilities, and we have also seen the supply, the condition of water supply in various localities of Chennai, and now we are seeing that who is responsible for providing the public facilities to the people. Actually, whose responsibility is this to provide public facilities to the people? So, there must be someone who should be responsible for providing these facility to the people, and this someone is the government. Now we have this statement that the government is responsible for providing public facilities to the people. Now we have another question. The question is, why only the government should be responsible for this providing this public facilities to the people? Why? We have some reasons behind it. Like, first of all, what we find that whenever private companies are involved in any economic activity, their prime objective of doing the economic activity is to earn profit. They do everything in order to earn profit. As you have seen in the previous chapter, when you were doing the story of a shirt, you have seen that how all the people who are part of this making of the shirt and selling of the shirt, they all wanted to make profit. But when we are talking about public facilities, we can't say that everything should be done only for the purpose of profit. Here, in case of public facilities, what is important for the people to provide them facilities at free of cost, or at such a cost which is affordable to the people, and affordable to the most of the people it should be. So, this kind of work can only be done by the government, because whenever private companies are involved, they will only do for the purpose of welfare. They are not going to do anything for welfare. But here, welfare is concerned, welfare of the people. So, it can be done only by the government. Okay. So now we see for we have public facilities of schools, hospitals. The government provide us these facilities, but at the same time, what we find that private companies also provide these facilities to us. You can see in your city, so many private schools are there, so many private hospitals are there. So in this regard, you will notice one thing, that if you go to any remote area, any rural areas, what you will find that in these rural and remote areas, there is a scarcity of private educational institute or private medical institute. Why? You will find more and more private facilities in towns, not in the village. Because the private companies, whenever the private companies are there, they are giving us services not for the purpose of welfare, but they are earning profit, and they will not be able to earn profit if they open such school or hospital in the village or remote areas. They will be able to get profit only when they open such schools and colleges and hospitals in urban areas. So that is the reason you will find that private companies are involved in so many works which are the part of public facilities in bigger cities. The bigger the cities, you will see there will be the more role of the private companies. Like in many big cities, we purchase drinking water in sealed bottles. So private companies, they also provide facilities, but they provide facility at a price, and the price is such that all the people cannot afford that price. Only few people, only some people can afford that. So this facility is not available to all at an affordable rate if it is provided by the private companies. Okay, so this is the case. This facility is not available to all at an affordable rate. If we go by the rule that people will get as much as they can pay for them, many people who cannot afford to pay for such facilities, they will be deprived of the opportunity to live a decent life. है ना? If it is the condition that if you are in a condition to pay for the services, then only you will get the service. Then in that situation, there will be many who will be deprived of the opportunity to live a good life, live a decent life, live a life full of live a life where you are getting the basic facilities. So this should not be done, and it is not a desirable condition ki only those who are able to pay for the services are getting the services. It is our basic most of the public services, public facilities are related to our basic needs, and these basic needs must be fulfilled. There should not be any obstruction. The money should not come in the way of fulfillment of the basic needs of the people. Our constitution guarantees us right to life. It means we have, all the people who are living in the country have this right to life. So the responsibility to provide public facility is lies the responsibility to provide public facilities lies with the government. It is the duty of the government that it must fulfill all the basic needs of the people. It must provide public facilities to the people of the country. And now we have a question: where does the government get money for public facilities? In order to create, or we can say in order to provide public facilities, the government needs money, है ना? Without money, the government will not be able to provide public facilities, because so much money is involved in all these. So we find that the government prepares budget every year, and this budget is presented in the parliament. So what is there in the budget? The budget is an account of income and expenditure for a particular period of time, है ना? एक पर्टिकुलर पीरियड जो होता है, टाइम जो होता है, उसमें कितना हमारा एक्सपेंडिचर है, कितना हमारा अर्निंग है, उसको दिखाता है। जो जो भी जिस तरह से हम दिखाते हैं उसी को बजट कहते हैं। इन द इन आवर हाउस ऑल्सो वी मेक बजट, मंथली बजट्स, है ना? तो बजट्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। गवर्नमेंट announces various ways through which it can meet the expenses. What are the various source of income for the government? So we see that the main source of income for the government is tax. The government levy tax on the people, and people pay taxes, and it is one of the most important source of income for the government. And we see that the government has the power to levy tax on the people. The government has the power to collect taxes from the people and use this money for many public for providing public facilities to the people. And here also we find that if someone does not pay the tax, then that person will be punished. So this is the authority of the government. Like we have one example. For example, in order to supply water to the people, the government has to spend so much amount of money in pumping out the water, then carrying it over long distances, laying down pipes in order to distribute water in the houses. And then after the use of water, the dirty water comes out of the house, which is the sewage system. That is also the responsibility of the government, to have proper sewage system, to treat the wastewater. So all these need so much amount of money, and we find that how the government will meet these expenses. In order to meet these expenses, government levy taxes on the people, है ना. It collect the taxes, and there is other way also, like government charge a price for water also. That is called water tax. So it is done in the bigger cities. The people have to give water taxes. So in this way we can see the government works. Okay, and now we find that Amu and Kumar, who were on the visit of the city of Chennai, and who has seen the different localities of Chennai, and what is the condition of water supply in these localities. All these things have been discussed by Amu and Kumar, and now their discussion is going on. Amu is saying that did you notice that the roads in Saidapet were so bumpy and without street lights. रोड्स जो थे वो बम्पी थे और उनमें स्ट्रीट लाइट्स भी नहीं थे. सो इफ वी गो एट दैट प्लेस इन द नाइट, व्हाट वुड बी द कंडीशन ऑफ दैट रोड. तो व्हाट कुमार सेज, व्हाट बेटर कैन यू एक्सपेक्ट इन अ स्लम. इट्स अ स्लम, है ना. तो स्लम कैसे बहुत अच्छा, स्लम में तो फैसिलिटीज ऐसा ही होता है ना. स्लम कैसे बहुत अच्छा हो सकता है. स्लम इज नॉट समथिंग विच इज सपोज टू गिव प्रॉपर फैसिलिटीज टू द पीपल. स्लम में तो इसी तरह के कंडीशंस होते हैं, है ना. तो अमू इज सेइंग व्हाई शुड स्लम्स बी लाइक दैट. क्यों स्लम्स को ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, क्यों हम ऐसा सोचते हैं. क्योंकि वहाँ पर जो रहने वाले लोग हैं, दे ऑल्सो हैव द राइट टू गेट द पब्लिक फैसिलिटीज, है ना. So Kumar is saying कि I think public facilities are for all those who live in proper houses in colonies. They are the people who paid the taxes. So the people who are living in the slums, they are not paying taxes to the government. So they should not avail the public facilities. है ना. This is the opinion of Kumar. He is saying that people who are living in proper houses and colonies, they are paying taxes to the government. So only they should have the right to get the basic facilities given by the government. But Amu is of the opinion that the people who are living in the slum, who are called slum dwellers. The slum dwellers are also citizens of the India only, and they have also right. So this is you can't say that they are not paying tax to the government, so they should not get the basic facilities, the public facilities. This is wrong to say, according to Amu. So Kumar is saying that the government will go bankrupt this way if the government starts providing basic facilities, public facilities to each and every person of the country. Then government will go bankrupt. So these people are not supposed to get the basic facilities, according to Kumar. Now Amu is saying that, but there must be some solution to this problem, because you are not living in that slum, है ना. You are not you are living in a house, in a proper house, in a colony, so you are getting the basic facilities. So it's not a problem for you. But just think about those people who are living in a slum without proper road, without water supply, without electricity. So what is their condition? Why this kind of situation should prevail in our country? It must be changed. इसको बदलना होगा, है ना. तो now we see that Kumar is not saying anything. He is now he has no words. Now Amu is saying that our constitution recognizes many of the public facilities as being a part of the right of life. The constitution under article 21 gives us right to life, according to which we have the right to live our life. But here we see that we cannot live our life in the absence of public facilities. So we must get public facilities. It is the duty of the government, it is the responsibility of the government that all the people of the country must be given these rights, so that everyone should lead a decent life. Okay. So now you can see these two point of views are there, but we will be supporting, in my opinion, Amu's views are uh, to be supported, because she is saying the right thing, because our constitution gave us this right, है ना, right to life, and we cannot live the life in the absence of public facilities. So her opinion is correct. Okay, and now we have another example. We see that buses are the most important forms of public transport over short distances, है ना. ये बस बस से हम लोग मूव करते हैं, we move from one place to another using the bus. So these are the most important form of public transport over short distances, and it is the main link to the workplace for majority of the working people who are working. They reach their workplace using the bus only. And in present time we have this urbanization, and in this process of urbanization the public bus system has the public bus system is not being able to keep up with the demand, because demand बहुत ज़्यादा है, उस हिसाब से हमारे बस सर्विसेज जो है वो हमें नहीं मिल पाती हैं, बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग शहरों की तरफ आ रहे हैं. द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ द सिटीज आर इंक्रीज मैनी फोल्ड, एंड देर इज ह्यूज डिमांड फॉर दिस for transport facility by the people. So what was done by the government as an alternative? The government planned ambitious metro rail project for Delhi. When in Delhi, this the bus service was not sufficient to fulfill the demand of the people, the government started this metro rail project. And not only in Delhi, in other big cities, in metropolitan cities also, this rail project was started. And in this metro rail project जो दिल्ली के लिए स्टार्ट हुआ, इसमें 11,000 crore rupees was spent. 11,000 crore rupees was spent from the government budget for the construction of first segment of metro rail in Delhi. ठीक है, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा एक्सपेंडिचर है, लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी यूज़ करनी है, बहुत ही ह्यूज कंस्ट्रक्शन होता है. तो इट नीड्स अ लॉट ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ मनी. सो वी सी कि जो फर्स्ट सेगमेंट था दिल्ली मेट्रो रेल का, उसमें उसके लिए 11,000 crore रुपीज़ जो है वो खर्च होते हैं. एंड पीपल हैव पॉइंटेड आउट दैट दिस मैसिव एक्सपेंडिचर कुड हैव बीन avoided if only a fraction of this amount was spent on upgrading the public bus system. India, being a poor country, this much amount was spent on this railway, metro rail, which was not considered correct by many people. Many people were of the opinion that if only a fraction of this amount was spent on public bus system, on upgrading the public bus system, all the problems could have been solved. So in this condition, what we find that the government needs to spend in a reasonable manner. There will be many points in support of this metro rail project, and there will be many points against this construction of metro rail project. But here we find that it depends on your opinion, what you think. But if we see the conditions, India is a poor country. We have so many people who are living below the poverty line. There are so many people who are not able to get the basic needs of their life. So in such country, if 11,000 crore rupees can be spent on on transport, that is not a good idea. So this is how things are done. And now we see that this water supply to Chennai, is it available to all? Now we are coming back to the condition of water supply in Chennai, and we try to analyze that the water supply is available to all or not. Okay, so we know that public facilities का मतलब ही यही होता है, वो facilities जो सबको मिले, है ना. It should be available to all. But we see that in reality there is a great shortage of such facilities. These facilities are not available to all. There is shortage, like some are getting the facilities and some are not getting the facilities. And we see how we see about the provision of water, which we have seen is a public facility of great importance, and uh, it must be provided to each and every citizen of the country. So this is all for today, and we will continue with this in the next class.